Interview with the mother of Kiah Duggins. Kiah was among the 67 people killed in the January mid-air collision over the Potomac River.
Dylan Domingue sat down with Kiah Duggins, who believes her daughter would still be alive if flight safety risks were not ignored for years.
Yeah, Mike, Rachel, during that 40-minute interview with Kiah Duggins, she said she still holds on to that last conversation that she had with her daughter. Kiah was back in Kansas visiting her mom, who had just had surgery after being diagnosed with breast cancer. The morning of January 29th, Kiah was released from the hospital. That night is when Kiah boarded flight 5342 on her way home to Washington, D.C. 2 weeks ago, Kiah took a similar flight to attend the NTSB investigative hearing. She wanted to hear accountability, but instead she says the FAA and the Army gave her more reason to worry. I know that final report should come out between 12 to 18 months, but this story for you does not end at 12 to 18 months. Like when that final report comes out, it may verify some of the things that we heard last week in the NTSB hearing, but that doesn't repair. What is the next step?
When you're grieving, it's very difficult to think of anything else. And I was grieving and trying to heal at the same time. But being at those hearings and hearing the evidence and realizing that this was completely preventable woke up the mama bear in me to say, my daughter did not have to die. She died because people did not do what they were supposed to do.
What was the switch that was different from the 6 months prior?
I wanted them to see my face. I wanted them to understand that you're saying 67 people died, and that sounds so random. It's very impersonal to say 67 people perished. But when you have to look at the faces of the family members who have lost loved ones, you know, it was my hope that it would move them to be honest and transparent.
Is it also that it was not just one thing? Because this was a series of errors that were made over a long period of time, not just that night.
Like, to me, there's a difference between making a mistake and choosing to do the wrong thing. That's what I saw at the NTSB hearings. Oh yeah, we know the altimeters didn't work. Oh yeah, we know that they were flying higher than they should have been. Oh yeah, we know there should have been more people in the FAA. Oh yeah, we know that there's been 15,214 near misses in the last 3 years. Yeah, we know all of that. It's much easier to forgive a mistake than it is to forgive a deliberate choice. And I feel like these have been deliberate choices that have been made.
No amount of time will ever stop the grieving process with it, but you, along with many other families, have been advocates for safety and pushing for more to be done, pushing for more transparency, pushing for more accountability. But how do you balance that?
Because for me, it's about my daughter's legacy. My daughter was an amazing human being, and the world no longer gets to experience her light and what a light she was.
And Kiah was just 30 years old at the time of that crash. Now that full interview and all of her Flight 5342 coverage available right now on Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and your Roku. If you don't have the 12 News Connected app, just search for KWCH 12 News on your streaming device.